Welcome back to my channel Techno Trend Zone. Today, we're diving into one of the most highly anticipated cameras in Canon's mirrorless lineup, the Canon EOS R6 Mark III. With leaks, rumors, and insider reports starting to gain momentum, this camera is already stirring excitement, curiosity, and even a bit of skepticism among photographers and videographers alike. Canon has not officially confirmed the EOS R6 Mark III yet, but industry whispers, early leaks, and speculative chatter are all pointing to a late August 2025 announcement window. If true, this launch could shape Canon's full-frame strategy for years to come. The big question is, will the R6 Mark III revolutionize Canon's enthusiast camera market, or will it be an expensive yet incremental update over the already excellent EOS R6 Mark II? Let's break down everything we know so far, from the rumored sensor, autofocus system, video tools, EVF upgrades, pricing expectations, and even Canon's broader business strategy in the imaging world. A closer look at the rumored sensor. At the heart of every Canon camera lies the sensor, and for the EOS R6 Mark III, this is where the debate begins. Early leaks pointed toward a 24MP sensor, likely borrowed from the Canon EOS R3. But more recent, and perhaps more credible, reports suggest Canon may introduce a 30-32MP full-frame sensor, possibly brand new and developed specifically for the R6 Mark III. If this turns out to be true, it's a significant shift. A 30MP sensor would place the camera in an ideal position between the EOS R5 Mark II with its ultra-high resolution and the future-proofed EOS R1, which is rumored to feature global shutter technology. For hybrid shooters who juggle both photography and video, this balance is crucial. A 30MP sensor would provide added detail for stills while maintaining strong readout speeds for fast burst shooting and reliable video capture. Canon seems intent on ensuring the R6 Mark III doesn't sacrifice responsiveness, which has always been a hallmark of the R6 series. That said, Canon has kept its sensor technology tightly under wraps. We don't yet know if this will be an all-new sensor or an upgraded variant of existing tech. What we do know is that Canon must strike the right balance between resolution, low-light performance, readout speed, and autofocus accuracy to make this camera a true upgrade. EVF, LCD, and ergonomic refinements beyond the sensor, rumors suggest Canon is refreshing some of the hardware interfaces in the R6 Mark III. Electronic viewfinder, EVF reports hint at a redesigned EVF, though details remain vague. Improvements could include a bump in resolution, smoother refresh rates, enhanced color accuracy, or even better energy efficiency. For photographers, this means a more immersive and lifelike shooting experience. Articulating LCD, Canon's fully articulating, flippy screens are already loved by vloggers, solo creators, and hybrid shooters. However, whispers point to a new hinge design, potentially sturdier and more versatile in terms of articulation. A slightly larger and brighter LCD could also be on the cards, improving usability for video recording in outdoor conditions. Ergonomics, Canon rarely reinvents its body design radically, but small refinements can make a big difference. We might see tweaks in grip comfort, button placement, or customizable controls. These subtle changes could go a long way in making the R6 Mark III feel more professional and streamlined. Video tools, hybrid shooters in focus. The EOS R6 lineup has always been praised for being one of the best hybrid cameras, strong in both photography and video. But Canon is facing increased pressure from Sony, Panasonic, and Nikon, all of whom are equipping their cameras with powerful video-centric tools. The biggest rumor on the firmware side is C-Log 3 for stills photography. Until now, Canon has restricted log profiles to video only, a limitation that frustrates many hybrid creators. Competitors like Sony and Nikon have already embraced log and raw profiles for stills, giving photographers far more flexibility in post-processing. If Canon finally enables C-Log 3 for stills, it would be a game-changing move. It would unlock enhanced dynamic range, better color grading potential, and greater post-production freedom. More importantly, it would show that Canon is listening to its hybrid user base, who increasingly blur the line between stills and motion capture. Other rumored upgrades include 6K video capture with oversampled 4K for sharper footage, enhanced 10-bit 4:2:2 internal recording, possible improvements in heat management, allowing for longer continuous recording sessions. Pricing and market position. Pricing is always a hot topic. The EOS R6 Mark II launched at $2,499, but many analysts predict the R6 Mark III will start closer to $2,899 to $2,999. That's a psychological jump for buyers, particularly when the R6 Mark II can now be found for around $1,999 on sale. This price increase could be difficult to justify unless Canon introduces genuinely new features beyond just a megapixel bump and minor design refinements. Canon must reframe the value proposition for the R6 Mark III, convincing photographers and videographers that the extra cost translates into meaningful advantages in performance and versatility. Timing of the launch, August 2025. Most leaks point toward a late August 2025 announcement, which aligns with Canon's historical release patterns. Interestingly, there's talk that Canon might announce the EOS R7 Mark II alongside the R6 Mark III. While unusual, since Canon rarely unveils a full-frame and APS-C flagship at the same time, this move could make sense. The R7 Mark II is rumored to ditch the mechanical shutter entirely, pushing the APS-C line further upmarket. Together, these two cameras could appeal to distinct but complementary audiences: enthusiast full-frame shooters and advanced APS-C users. Community reactions, excitement versus hesitation. The Canon community is divided. Excitement: many users are eager for a resolution boost, better video tools, and thoughtful refinements. For new full-frame buyers, the R6 Mark III could be a perfect entry into Canon's mirrorless ecosystem. Skepticism: current R6 and R6 Mark II users are hesitant. They argue that 24MP is already enough for weddings, events, and commercial work. They also note that the Mark II still offers blazing fast autofocus, excellent low-light performance, and reliable burst shooting. Without major new features, like a global shutter or groundbreaking video tools, many professionals may stick with their current gear. Canon faces a challenge: it must provide compelling reasons for existing users to upgrade, or risk having the R6 Mark III appeal only to first-time full-frame buyers. Canon's bigger picture. Zooming out, Canon is performing well globally. The EOS R5 Mark II and the PowerShot V1 are selling strongly, and Canon's compact camera sales are surprisingly rebounding. The company is expected to ship over 3 million units in 2025, marking a projected 5.4% growth compared to last year. Canon is also expanding into surveillance and network imaging, which saw a 17.5% spike in demand in Q2 2025, particularly from European and US markets. While inflation and tariffs are creating challenges in the US, Canon's diversification strategy is keeping the brand strong across professional, consumer, and industrial sectors. Final thoughts: the Canon EOS R6 Mark III is shaping up to be more than just a simple refresh. If the rumors hold true, we'll see a new 30-32MP full-frame sensor, an upgraded EVF and LCD design, possible C-Log 3 for stills, a true game-changer for hybrid creators, stronger video capabilities with 6K capture and improved recording times. Still, the challenge remains: Canon must do more than polish an already excellent camera. The R6 Mark III needs to offer enough innovation to make existing R6 and R6 Mark II users feel it's worth the upgrade, while also remaining competitive against Sony, Nikon, and Panasonic.